Hey, aloha, Mark J, world's laziest networker, coming to you from beautiful Kauai, Hawaii, our backyard. The whole island's our backyard. I wanted to share with you my ideas about fear. I've seen a couple of blogs and videos lately of people that are pretty well known in the industry, and generally I love their stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, all this stuff about fear being an illusion and fear of failure and fear of picking up the phone, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's manufactured stuff. And, you know, if you feel that way, don't get offended. There probably will be some things in this video that might tick you off a little bit. But if you stay with it, I'm going to share some wisdom with you that I gleaned out of Think and Grow Rich that changed our life. And as a result of that, here we are. First of all, there's only 7 basic fears. Now, somebody could debate this list, but if you resign from the debating society, I think you'll find that these 7 fears are sort of an umbrella, and all other fears would fit underneath it. Number 1 is fear of loss of love. Number 2 is fear of old age. Number 3 is fear of poverty. Number 4 is fear of loss of liberty. Number 5 is fear of health. Number 6, of course, is fear of death. And number 7, which might be the only one that applies to network marketing, is criticism. Of course, if you actually believe in what you're doing, you don't really care about the criticism. People are going to criticize you when you take a different path. And the truth is, if people aren't criticizing you, then you're not really working. Don't worry about it. So all this stuff, fear of the phone, fear of failure, fear of success, there's a beauty. I mean, we're really digging the bottom of the barrel for fears here. They're all baloney, they're all crap. And where I found the wisdom to take all that stuff and set it aside and take responsibility and not have to try to pump myself up to overcome fear or try to talk myself into the fact that it's an illusion or false evidence appearing real, and all that canned crap that we've been hearing from leaders and companies for years, it didn't fly with me, but I knew I had to deal with it. There was a pretty good book written a couple thousand years ago, and in that book, actually Proverbs, it says, "The slothful man will say there's a lion in the streets who will destroy him." And in that context, what the lion means is a fear that you can see, or in the case of most network marketers, including me in my early stages, fears that we make up. Think about it. The slothful man will say there's a lion in the streets who will destroy him. So we know that picking up the phone isn't going to result in the loss of love, old age, poverty, liberty, health, or death, which means the only fear that would apply to network marketing is what? Criticism. And this is what I found out. Most people won't practice. So of course they're afraid, or they say they're afraid to pick up the phone, but they're not really afraid to pick up the phone. They haven't done the work, they haven't learned the skills, and they haven't done what 95% of the people will not do. They haven't practiced. Let me give you a little test. You say something to me and I say, "What is it?" Do you have an answer immediately? If you don't have an answer to what is it, then you're avoiding asking or making comments, so people will say, "What is it?" So here's what I found out. I found out that every imagined fear that network marketers had made up, and fears in other parts of my life, in every single case, if I embrace this idea, what if I've been lazy? Have I been lazy in any way? Have I been slothful? And the answer was yes, yes, yes. I didn't practice, I didn't learn the skills, I just wanted it to happen. So when someone would talk to me about the business, I'd be all tongue-tied. I gotta get my upline on the phone. It's just ridiculous to start throwing up on them about the plan, the product, or the company. In less than 30 seconds, a prospect is gonna say yes or no. Do you know what to say in the first 30 seconds? Have you practiced it? So I started practicing in the shower. I started practicing when I was driving around in my broken down van. But what I found out, and it's heartbreaking, is that when I talk to reps in my organization and I say, "Hey, pretend I'm calling you back," and I say, "Hey, you placed a call to me. What is it? What did you want to talk about?" They don't have an answer. So they say that they're afraid, but they've been slothful. Have you been slothful? I had been slothful. You need to learn a couple of skills. They're right down there. They're free. And you need to practice. like to say perfect practice prevents poor performance, but someone in my group taught me something spectacular. They said, persistent practice produces perfect presentations. Do you practice? So, thanks, Janet. That was a great tip. And this is what happens when you get away from this stupid idea of making up fears and do the work. We'll see. Obviously, I'm impassioned about this, but what I want you to do is, and I know I've been kind of harsh here. Was I too harsh? Leave me a comment and let me know. Do you practice? Let me know. And I gotta tell you, I've said it before, but I love it when people hit the like button. It's awesome. And if you do, it'll put you one step closer to the beaches of the world, because it means you liked the idea that it's sloth. Did you like it? Don't be slothful. Hit the like button. How's that for a job on you? Peace be the journey. We love you. Thanks for stopping by.